Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at arklatex I'm meteorologist Josh Marces with your Wednesday morning forecast update. Shaping up to be, I think, a pretty decent weather day for us. This will be the third straight day that we do have temperatures coming in a little bit below average for the month of August. In your highs this afternoon, low 90s, so it will be a warm day, but we will have the benefit of some lower humidity today as well. So if you do have some outdoor plans, again, pretty tolerable this afternoon, unlike a lot of the afternoons that we had last week, and I think you'll really enjoy the morning. I think we'll have some areas falling into the 60s here just prior to sunrise, but most of us will likely be in the 70s here through mid-morning. Starting out, we'll likely have mostly clear skies. We don't have any rain out there. We did see a few rain showers develop late yesterday, but as far as the morning commute here, looks to be in pretty decent condition. We may have a little bit of patchy fog setting up once again, but I don't think we'll see any dense fog set up, maybe with the exception of a few areas north of Interstate 30, so it's kind of par for the course as far as the nice mornings that we've had here throughout the week. Upper 80s, low 90s as far as the highs today. Typical highs about 96 degrees. I believe the record today for Shreveport's 108, so nowhere close to that record, and fortunately for us, we'll hold the heat off for at least a few more days. Satellite radar together, you can see a little dying shower here that moved over McCurtain County overnight, but I think once we move through the day today, we do have a ridge of high pressure, which is kind of building over us, which will kind of protect us and keep the Gulf air away from us, so that's one of the reasons we'll enjoy lower humidity today. And with that drier air in place, I think there's very little chance we'll see any rain pop up, so I've left our forecast dry, but we'll probably see after a sunny morning just a few clouds drifting through this afternoon, so we'll call it partly cloudy through the afternoon and evening. And as of right now, we've kind of held the rain chance off in the next few days here. Look at the temperatures, kind of sampling next week, looking at the next 6 to 10 days here. It does show a pretty big heat wave. Big Ridge, one of those heat domes kind of setting up over the East Coast, and we'll be close enough to that we'll have some very warm conditions here in the Arklatex. Not much of the country enjoying a cool down, but if you're here in the northern Rockies, again, we're looking at some temperatures below average, but it looks like the heat really building across much of the country next week. So as you would expect, anytime we get the hot conditions during the summer months, we typically get the dry conditions as well. And the Climate Prediction Center, also looking at the next 6 to 10 days, shows a pretty high chance that we will see below average rainfall as well, and that kind of bears out in what I'll show you in the 7-day here in just a moment. But it's okay if we do dry out for a week or so. We are in great shape here. We do not have any drought conditions thanks to the fairly steady rainfall through the spring and so far in the early summer, but it is going to be difficult to find the rain the next 7 days. Story for the weekend, I think we'll be pretty comfortable through Friday, but once we hit the weekend, heat and humidity will come rolling back in here. The humidity will be high, but maybe not as high as what we saw last week, so we may be close to some heat advisories, but I don't necessarily think that will happen, but we'll just kind of keep an eye on things. But either way, it's going to be a very hot weekend once again, and we do have some slight rain chances as the sea breeze looks to kick in and maybe deliver a few coastal showers north into the Arklatex early next week.